I think we're gonna listen the story about Esther, but like I have no idea for real. Didn't I spoil this game for you once? If you did, I already forgot, so don't spoil it again. I think it's just like I said, walking and talking, but we'll see. Play this chapter, yes.
Dear Esther,
Fuck you
I
guys.
sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
What? You can't even jump, you can't even do a 360, what is that? Let me just see what's control, keyboard, mouse. F, S and D, sweep up. Q, zoom in, mouse 1. That's it. Move, sweep up and zoom in. Okay. Do people speedrun this game? Well, probably. I don't know, really. One sec. I think it's still. I think it's too quiet. Oh wait, it is already here. Maybe it's just too quiet for me. So this is like, in this game you just have to explore and that's it. Whoa. Do we go down or go up? Let's see what's here maybe. Or? Does this game even have an ending? Maybe I should have gone up. The first strength type game. Does that even lead somewhere or not? Maybe we really should have gone there up there. Maybe there's something behind the rocks. Enjoy walking on the back.
At night you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs they are mundane. But down here they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
There's no gun in this game. Wait, what is that? Oh! Doop, 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 doop. Beep, 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 Fibonacci. Fibonacci. Can't even jump, can't even crouch, anything.
I have found the ship's manifest, crumpled and waterlogged under a stash of paint cans.
It tells me that along with this present cargo, there was a large quantity of antacid yogurt bound for the European market.
Maybe there's here
It
some
must have
something.
washed out to sea. God knows there are no longer gulls or goats here to eat it.
Nothing here. Okay, I guess we go back. Things I need to pay attention to the narrator. I know I'm paying the attention to the narrator. So we can swim also, right? So we go back. Oh fuck, there's a new threat. I didn't even... I need to open it. I did pay attention to the narrator. I hope it didn't skip anything though. Life goes on, dear John. About goat cheese, nothing. Dum dum dum. He didn't said anything.
Donnelly's book had not been taken out from the library since 1974. I decided it would never be missed as I slipped it under my coat and avoided the librarian's gaze on the way out. If the subject matter is obscure, the writer's literary style is even more so. It is not the text of a stable or trustworthy reporter. Perhaps it is fitting that my only companion in these last days should be a stolen book written by a dying man.
I am reading.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
That white chalk on the stone was down there.
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Okay. There is boat, there is cave. Toop, 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 toop.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another.
England.
Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
You can go there, but We can go in the cave
I
as
would
well.
leave you presents outside your retreat in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I've run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
Sea creatures? Somebody was sleeping here. Fishes, some bones, bread, and Quintus beans. Okay, I think now we have to go, right? I really want to explore some caves in real life. Dun dun. Fucking seagulls over there. Reminder that we fucking hate seagulls. They almost destroyed my drone. Like there were like 15 seagulls above my drone. I went to a few caves back in the day. You did? How deep were they?
He still maintains he wasn't drunk, but tired. I can't make the judgment or the distinction anymore. I was drunk when I landed here, and tired too. I walked up the cliff path in near darkness and camped in the bay where the trawler lies beached. It was only at dawn that I saw the bothy and decided to make my temporary lodgings there. I was expecting just the aerial and a transmitter stashed in a weatherproof box somewhere on the mount. It had an air of uneasy permanence to it. Like all the other buildings here, erosion seems to have evaded it completely.
Okay. Chemistry. Somebody was drawing those chemistry things. Man, I have zero clue about chemistry. I barely passed that shit in the high school. Barely. Had like D in that shit. It's interesting though, but I have no clue. I have no clue anything about it. I'm way too stupid for chemistry. Dope. Okay.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Did we found that diary that we're reading right now, or what? Beautiful scene. I guess we might go down there, but I'm gonna go there and then down from the other side. Bunch of cargoes. And I'm too lazy to open the to open the new thread on 162.
I've begun to wonder if Donnelly's voyage here was as prosaic as it was presented. How disappointed not to have found the bones of the holy man. No wonder he hated the inhabitants so. To him they must have seemed like barnacles mindlessly clinging to a mercy seat. Why cling so hard to the rock? Because it is the only thing that stops us from sliding into the ocean. Into oblivion.
So, are we gonna find something in the boat? Music is chill. Can we go inside the ship? I don't think so. We can only explore the beach. A storm is approaching. There is another ship though. This is like some kind of fisherman's. I don't think we can get to it though.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Can we swim though? To get inside the ship. I don't think we can even go into the water. Can we? No, we can't. I mean, they said it's maybe there is a hole under the ship, right? But I don't think we can get under the ship from here. Payload.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic. Your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
But the car of a drunk. Wait, there is... We can still go down there. Oh no, we can't. I mean, we can maybe explore this place, that hole. To see, maybe there's something here. Let's go from this place. To see what's inside the hole. Head like a hole, love sipping skull.
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
Okay, let's go here first.
I've begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side. The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors.
There.
My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
Okay. graphics are just like in, let's say, Half-Life 2, something like that. Right?
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage.
Sure.
Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Unlucky. Yeah, those signs again. The graphics aren't great for a storytelling game. I don't know. It's okay. I think it's okay. I'm not sure when this game was released, but I think it's okay. That painting. Come on!
When I've pulled the last shreds of sense from it, I will throw Donnelly's book from the cliffs and perhaps myself with it.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
jump
it will
off the
wash
cliff.
back up through the caves and erupt from the spring when the rain comes, making its return to the hermit's cave. Perhaps it will be back on the table when I wake. I think I may have thrown it into the sea several times before.
Come on, Guido, you can't use air horn when we're playing this game. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's what you think about highly rated indie storytelling game. Come on, bro. Let's jump off the cliff. Look how beautiful this is. Check the view. Look. Look how beautiful it is. It makes you wanna jump off the cliff, right? That was a great time for the air horn. I don't agree with that. It's never a great time for air horn. Okay, except maybe when I'm playing some other games and when I die. That's kinda okay timing for air horn, but not in this game. Like, what the fuck? Did you sleep well, Guidley? Just checking. Yay, what are stones? Okay, let's go down now. Slowly, slowly walk. I wonder if we can enter here somehow from the other side. Gonna game? Gonna game what? Ooh, another
What to make
shipwreck.
of Donnelly, the laudanum and the syphilis? It is clearly not how he began.
Syphilis.
I've been unable to discover if the former was a result of his visiting the island or the force that drove him here. For the syphilis, a drunk driver smashing his insides into a pulp as he stumbled these paths, I can only offer my empathy. We're all victims of our age. My disease is the internal combustion engine and the cheap fermentation of yeast.
It feels like we kinda
They
descending
found
fast.
Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
We can see some shit when we're down there. Huh. Okay. I was just testing. The narrator sounds like the text-to-speech guy at times. Hard to take him seriously. Try to take them seriously. Okay, there is a cave. It feels like when we enter the water, we see some kind of images, and I think that one of the images was that some kind of communication tower, where we apparently have to go. What a shipwreck!
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken.
Femur?
It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
I guess I have to go into the cave, but I wanna see what's here. Maybe we'll find something else. So we're reading the diary of some guy that we found here, or what? A Hebridean history. Okay, let's go into the cave now. Like, it feels like that we are reading a diary of some guy that crashed with the ship and got stuck onto this island. And now we like found this diary, and now we're walking to see where he was walking as well, something like that. How is that shit still here? A candle. Oh no! I just wanted to see the bottom. I should have gone up first.
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Oh no, we fell down. From this place, like that's a... It's a long way down. How cold is the water in those caves?
Stop. Prevent your death. Go no farther. There's nothing in this cave worth dying for. Do not go beyond this point.
Why not? Isn't TTS kinda quiet? It feels like kinda quiet. It feels like it is kinda quiet. Maybe that new update fucked it up.
It was as if someone had taken the car and shaken it like a cocktail. The glove compartment had been opened and emptied with the ashtrays and the boot. It made for a crumpled museum, a shattered exhibition.
So who drew those markings? Where are the bats? Maybe that new update fucked up the TTS. I'm gonna have to check it out later and fix it up to make it louder. So we have to go deeper. Yeeper. Graphics are nice. Gonna fall down again? Oh no, this is where we came from, right? This place. Skyrim cave. Man, I still have Skyrim for the PSVR. Is that blood? Skyrim PSVR version. I'm still gonna have to play this on PlayStation. Apparently, it's really good. The VR edition for PS4. I don't know if that Dear Esther game even has a VR. If no, they should add it. Wow!
If the caves are my guts, this must be the place where the stones are first formed. The bacteria phosphoresce and rise, singing through the tunnels. Everything here is bound by the rise and fall, like a tide. Perhaps the whole island is actually underwater.
Not really. Should we go left or right? Let's go right. Oh wait, we can go up as well. It's gonna be a dagger boss here, not really. Like we can go there, we can go down there, or we can go up here. Like I wanna go into the some caves like that. Whee! Let's go down. And then we're gonna go up there. Check out this. Check this blue shit. You're fast. Maybe too fast. Nothing here anymore. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Okay, let's go up. Eminster, are you still playing the Rim World? How many hours do you have in this game? What are those chemistries? Chemistry shit. 152 hours. I thought you had more. Why are you not streaming it? There aren't real diagrams, bro. They're not? Well, I have no idea. I have no idea about chemistry. I mean, there was some chemistry book that we found outside the cave. So how do you know they're not real? Can we go up? No, we can't. How do you know it's not real? If there was literally some diagram, the chemistry book outside the cave.
This cannot be the shaft they threw the goats into. It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
I mean, they can represent chemical formulas in the game, but they don't have to be actual compounds. Like, I don't know what that means, like NH2. I don't know what that is. OU. I10. See, holding Scots is. I don't know what that means. Yeah, they do have ladders. And this shit looks like those digital electronics. I don't know how to say that. This is the
narrator and TTS guy sound a lot alike. Really makes you think.
Yeah, like this is the ground thing. The ground thing. Like I know the Croatian words for that, but I'm not sure how to translate that. Ground thing. Like there is a capacitor, resistor. Now there are some chemistry signs. This is the resistor, right? If I remember. And those are like those digital signs and or stuff like that. I forgot. We learned about that in high school and in college as well, but I totally forgot about that. Capacitor. Yeah, no. Okay, that was the capacitor then. Where was it? There, right? This is the ground thing. Like maybe the people that lived here found those books about electronics and the chemistry, and they found those colors as well in the ship wreckage, and so they drew those images in the caves. Away from being equity, away from being equity, away from being a city. And Skull be a Ronel's Keep. I don't get it. A city. Yeah, it's Chase's ground. I'm saying like it's a ground thing. Like it's the literal translation from Croatian to English is ground for that sign. But yeah, it is the Chase's ground, I guess. Smart community we have here, right? Bunch of incels. Whee! Wait, what? That was a long jump. Earth ground is the one that looks like a triangle pointing down, made three. Yeah, that's what I meant. This, right? Ding, 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 and like line there, and then 3 lines there. I do some circuits, but I'm not a Tinkermaker poster. I did lots of those things when I was at school. Like we all had to do something from the zero. Like we first bought those little things. I don't know how they're called. And then we had to make holes where we're gonna put capacitors, resistors, and shit like that. And then we had to print that thing into some paper, and then I don't know how it went. Like it's not glued together in that thing. I forgot how the steps how it went. And then we had to put those stuff on top of that thing, and build something. Solder. Candles, tent. What a moon!
I sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky. They charted their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
Okay. Where are those jets? Are those jets there? Anyway, let's go here. In my unit, the only circuits I learned was a couple of months of physics. Everything I know I had to learn on the job. I only learned those things at the university and high school. I don't have to do with things like that in my work. Some majors had to take circuits 1, a full semester course. Oh shit. Thank God that we didn't have to. Something here maybe? Nothing, it's just a candle. There are markings here as well. Can I? I want to go there. I guess we really have to go on the road. We can't climb anywhere. Can't go there. Go. Come on, you really can't climb anything. Go. Arrgh, there we go. I didn't like those circuit thing stuff in my high school year and college. I was more into software things, codings and shit like that. PC stuff. Nice moon. What is that used for? Those lines.
Of fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the
Course.
options, the more sanitary. I
Course.
could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceiling.
Yep, it was a full moon. And what the fuck is that? Did someone had a surgery here? That's a long, long fucking needle. Huge needle. There's something up there. This is where we have to go. And then at the end of the game, we're gonna have to jump off the cliff. Just like in real life. Whee! See? Again something here. Look. What? Okay, now those are some weird signs. Every time I jump into the water, I see that image of that shit. Communication tower, whatever. Car stuff. Sign. Nothing interesting really. I'm going to my hometown tomorrow for 2 days, so I won't be able to stream anything there.
There were chemical diagrams on the mug he gave me coffee in,
Okay.
sticky at the handle where his hands shook. He worked for a pharmaceutical company with an office based on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. He'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter, forming a strategic vision for the peddling of antacid yogurt to the European market. You could trace the connections with your finger, join the dots, and whole new compounds would be summoned into activity.
Come on, I want to read it, what it says. A light from heaven shone around hills. Him. Light from heaven shove around him. And what are those sounds that we're hearing? Seagulls.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack.
Our
And
armada.
I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then,
Whoa.
as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic. And I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
So this is our armada. Our armada. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. And there are 3 eggs here. Okay, boys, this is getting spookier. Spookier. I'm not sure if someone from 162 is typing anything about stream, but I'm still stranded on my on the old thread. I'm gonna open the new one when I finish this game.
The pain in my leg sent me blind for a few minutes as I struggled up the cliff path. I swallowed another handful of painkillers, and now I feel almost lucid. The island around me has retreated to a hazed distance, whilst the moon appears to have descended into my palm to guide me. I can see a thick black line of infection reaching for my heart from the waistband of my trousers. Through the fugue, it's all the world like the path I have cut from the lowlands towards the aerial.
Are we dying? I'm not sure if we need to go there, or maybe there. Like I saw some pet here as well. Oh, there. Rail yard. Let's just check what's here and then we're gonna go back. Yeah, that's it. There's something. Okay, let's go back now. Boom. Playing games like that makes me want to go to some vacation. I mean to travel somewhere, right? For a few days. And that looks like a man there, standing on the cliff, isn't it? That looks like a man. Should I be afraid?
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
There was a man standing here for sure, wasn't it? I'm sure there was a man standing there, standing here. I'm not blind. Are we having hallucinations? You saw the man standing as well, right? And he was proceeding on his journey. Yeah, this is getting spookier.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
We're becoming island, he's becoming syphilis. I know I saw that. I know I saw a body there.
In these retinas. Too long in the tunnels of my island without a bottom. The sea creatures have risen to the surface, but the gulls are not here to carry them back to their nests. I've become fixed, open and staring, an eye turned on itself. I've become an infected leg whose tracking lines form a perfect map of the junctions of the M5. I will take the exit at mid-thigh and plummet to my Esther.
Of the M5. That's from the World War, I guess, right? Some anti I don't know, gun, anti something, anti air, anti ship, ground. That's like a bunker for something, right? For a war. Danger! Okay. Authorized personnel only. MP5 is a submachine gun. Okay. I didn't know that. We're gonna fall down, boys. Check the view.
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
He sounds mad, angry. I came into it. God damn, boys, the view. The view. So is this island abandoned or not? I mean, apparently this shit is working still, but...
We will leave twin vapor trails in the air. White lines etched into these rocks.
MP5 is a stat in WoW.
Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from it.
Oh, we're going up?
There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. You've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me.
Esther Donnelly.
I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Don't tell me we're gonna jump down now. A bird. Yeah, Esther is dead, I guess. I guess they were trapped here during the war from a ship wreckage or whatever. I mean, we can see the shadow of the bird right now down below, right? This is our armada.
Come back.
Come back.